YouTube family? It's your boy King A, back with another amazing video for you guys. So guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you an easy and very simple forex scalping strategy that you guys can use. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to break everything down step by step so you guys will be able to maximize your profit. So guys, make sure you grab your notepad, your pen and paper. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and if you find value in the video, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Okay, guys. So before I get started, I just have to say this real quick. So, guys, once this channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, you guys are gonna have access to my forex signals that I'm gonna start, and it's gonna be free. Yes, you heard that right. It's gonna be free access. Once this channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, you guys are gonna get access to my forex signal telegram for free. Yes, for free, guys. So now let's move to the video. So right now we're looking at your JPY, and using this strategy we're going to be using three indicators. That's what we're going to be using, and we're going to be doing technical analysis on the 1 hour time frame. So if somebody out there who you know I'm not gonna call out names, but someone out there, claiming, even on YouTube, claiming, the Forex gurus, they know how to trade, and they telling you you don't need to know Forex basics, especially when it comes to support and resistance. If they're telling you you don't need that, all you need is just throw a few indicators on your chart and then you're good to go. That's not true. That's actually a lie. Trading in the forex market without doing your technical analysis, without marking up your chart, is like somebody who's trying to become a basketball player and then they forgot all about the basketball basics, and then they just want to become a LeBron James, or something. Like it's impossible. Even LeBron James and Stephen Curry, like they're still practicing. They're still trying to perfect their skills every day. That's why you see them, practicing, working out. So, Forex is just exactly the same way. That's how it is. You cannot become a Forex guru. You cannot become a master Forex trader without, knowing Forex basics, especially when it comes to support and resistance. Is very, very key, is very essential when it comes to forex trading. So that's what we're going to be doing first before we start doing everything else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark up my charts so you guys will actually see what I'm doing, because this is the only way, guys. This is the only way. Indicators are just there to help you out and to be able to maximize your profits. So I hope you guys have your notepad or pen and paper, whatever. Just, take notes. And if you have to watch this video all over again, do that, because I promise you guys, if you guys follow this strategy the same way I'm about to explain it, you'll be able to maximize your profit and you'll be able to get 5 to 10 pips. That's all you need when you're scalping. You just need 5 to 10 pips. And pairs like, Euro JPY, pairs like this, Euro USD, Euro NZD, Euro CAD, Euro AUD, and all GBP pairs is very, very easy for you to catch 5 to 10 pips, even 15 pips when you're scalping. So when I'm scalping, I scalp on the 15-minute time frame, but my 1 hour time frame, I use that to mark up my chart, and I use that for confirmation for my entry. Even though I'll be placing my trade on the 15-minute time frame, my confirmation time frame is always going to be the 1 hour time frame, and you guys will see as we go. So The easiest way and the simplest way to mark up your chart is for you to switch to the line chart, because when you on the line chart, everything becomes very clear. You can see everything. So as a forex beginner, the easiest way to draw your support and resistance, to find your zones, is to switch to your line chart. And as you guys can see, we have a resistance right here. We have a resistance up there, and we have a support right here. We have a support here. We also have down here. So when you're drawing your support and resistance, just know that your resistance is the ceiling and your support is the floor. Just look at it like that. That's the simplest way to explain it. And when you're doing it, when you're drawing your zones, you can always switch back to your candlestick just to see what you've done so far. So let's continue. So as we can also see that we have one here. We also do have here. I'm just marking out my zones right now. You can see we have it there too. We have here also. So as you guys can see that we also have here. I really don't have to do this much. If the market was open right now, I wouldn't be doing it this much. But for the sake of this video, I'm trying to make sure you guys understand how it's done. So now, as you guys can see, when it comes to support and resistance, we have our chart marked up right now. Now, I'm going to add one of the indicators that we're going to be using for this strategy. Now, the first indicator that we're going to add is actually the 50 EMA. That's the first indicator we're going to add. Make sure it's moving average exponential when you guys are trying to use this strategy. You go to input, you only focus on the length, and we change that to 50. And for the style, you don't have to use the same color as mine, but because I'm using a white background, I prefer using black. And then I usually change this thickness to the third one. And then you click on OK. So just in case if you guys don't know, now when price is above the 50 EMA, we're looking for buying opportunities. That's what we're looking for. When it's above the 50 EMA, we're only looking to buy. We're not looking to sell when price is above the 50 EMA. Now, when it's below the 50 EMA, we're only looking to sell. We're not looking to buy. When it's up below the 50 EMA, look for sell opportunities. So you sell short when price is below the 50 EMA, and you buy long when price is above the 50 EMA. Now that I've explained that, now we're going to add another indicator. Now this time around, we're going to add the Ichimoku cloud. I'm sure you guys have heard about the Ichimoku cloud, and if you haven't, this indicator is very, 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 very powerful. But all this extra stuff, we actually don't need it for this strategy. So we don't need the lagging span, we don't need the leg 1, we don't need the leg 2. Plots on the background, we take that off. We only need the conversion line and the baseline. So when you trying to use this strategy on MT4, the conversion line here on TradingView is actually Tekken Sen on MT4, and the baseline here on TradingView is actually Kinjun Sen on MT4. I just want to let you guys know what to expect when you want to put this on your MT4 account. So for me, I'll change the thickness, change it to the third one, and I'll change the color to blue. Change it to blue, and for this, I'll leave it at red. And I'll use this red, and I'll change the thickness. And you click on OK. And you're done. We're done with this Ichimoku cloud. Right now, we edited it. We removed all the extra stuff that we do not want. Now we're going to add the final indicator. The final indicator that we're going to add is actually the awesome oscillator. That's the final indicator that we're going to add, and we have to change the thickness just so you guys can see it. Use this, and for this, change the thickness as well. And you click on OK. And this awesome oscillator, you can also find it on MT4. So now I'm going to explain how you guys trade using this strategy. Now we have everything that we need. So now you go to your 15-minute time frame. Now that we're actually on the 15-minute time frame, so this is where you guys are going to be placing your trade. Now, if we look at this sell here, this happened before the market closed. Now we can clearly see that the blue line of the Ichimoku, the blue line which is your Tekken Sen, crossed the red line, the red line which is your Kinjun Sen. So that's your first signal right there. Your first signal is when the Tekken Sen crosses your Kinjun Sen. Downwards for a sell and upwards for a buy. Now we can clearly see that that happened, and price is actually below the 15-minute time frame. As you guys can see, price is actually below the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. But before you actually place your trade, and as you guys can see, we can't even enter this trade yet because it really didn't break this support zone right here. But if we go to the 4-hour time frame, if we go to the 1-hour time frame, we can clearly see that price has not broken the support zone yet, and it still hasn't broken the 50 EMA yet. Now, so before you even enter this trade at all to catch your 5 pips, 10 pips, now price has to, because this right here, this is a major support zone, price has to close below this support zone right here. Let me do it for you guys so you guys can see it. Price has to be at least right here. Price has to be right here before you can even think of getting in the trade at all. Price has to be here. So if we go to the 15-minute time frame, now we know where our entry is going to be. So our entry is going to be when price gets to this zone right here that I just marked. Once price gets in there, then we can get in and sell. You get in and you sell, because if you look at this right here, if we go back to the 1-hour time frame, you can clearly see that price could still reject this same zone, reject it, and then go up, and then eventually break this, or reject this zone, go up here, reject again, and then maybe consolidate, and then starts coming down, or eventually break it. So in order for you to be safe, you have to follow this process. You have to use your 1-hour time frame for confirmation, because at the end of the day, you're only trying to get 5 to 10 pips. You might think 5 to 10 pips is not a lot, but if you're trying to build your account, that's all you need, 5 to 10 pips. So if you're trying to build your account, let's say you have $100 account. And if you do, let's say this, for example, here with JPY, right now, if you place a 0.01 lot size, which is 10 cents per pip, you can do it 5 times, because on the $100 account, you can still spend 0.05 per lot on the $100 account. Just those 50 cents. You're only risking 50 cents. So meaning if you get 10 pips, you just made $5. I mean, it might not be a lot, but you just made $5. So that's all you're looking for. So in order for you to grow your account faster, you have to follow a process like this. You have to wait until price is actually below the 50 EMA for this. If we looking to sell this right here once the market opens on Sunday. Now, if price goes the other way, you have to wait. For these two indicators, which is your Tenkan Sen and your Kijun Sen. You have to wait for that cross to happen, going upwards, and you have to make sure price actually breaks this resistance zone, because this is a major zone right here, as you guys can see. You have to wait for that to happen, and once that happens, once price closes above this resistance zone, then you can go to the 15-minute time frame and get in for a buy. And then you set your stop loss for 5 pips, for 10 pips, whatever you want to do, that's on you. But if it's for a buy, you have to follow that strategy. And if I go back to the 1 hour time frame, we'll see that if it's going to be a buy, then our entry will be somewhere right. No, let's say somewhere right there. That's where our entry is going to be. And then you get in. You get in for a buy, get your 5 pips or your 10 pips, and you're out the market. Using this strategy is going to help you maximize your profit and place you in a good position to be in a safe trade. So another confirmation. So those are the two confirmations that you first need. Now your final confirmation is this awesome oscillator right here. If we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see that before the market closed, we can clearly see that before the market closed, the awesome oscillator is actually below the zero line. So this is your zero line right here. This is your zero line. Now, when you're using this awesome oscillator, you have to make sure if it's for a sell, these bars you guys are looking at, the green and red bar, you have, first of all, you have to make sure it's below the zero line and it's actually red. And this happened right here. It happened somewhere right here. That's when it happened. But just because you see that it gave you the signal right here, you still have to go to the 1 hour for confirmation. And if you go back to the 1 hour, you'll see that price is still the graph, the bar is still above the zero line. So that's how you know that nope, it is definitely not the time for me to get in this trade yet. I absolutely have to wait. So that's how you use this strategy when you're looking for sell opportunities, when you're trying to sell. Now, if we go back to the 15-minute time frame and we look at this buy right here. If we look at this buy right here, first of all, let's even see how many pips this was. So let's say we got in here, and look, I haven't even made any adjustment, and as you guys can see, you got 18 pips already. You got 18 pips. just like that already. So if we take a look at this buy, before you get in this buy, even though price is above the 50 EMA, and as we can see, the second cent actually crossed the Kijun Sen, signaling absolutely a definitely a situation where you can get in for a buy. And if we can see, we can also see that price actually closed above the resistance line. Now you go to the 1 hour time frame. But let me mark that zone so that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. Mark that zone. Gonna mark that. Oh no, sorry guys. Gonna mark that zone so it'll be easier for you guys to see. So I'm just marking that zone. As you guys can see, it happened right here. So this was where I just marked. This was where I just marked. And if you want to get in this trade, you can clearly see that, oh, okay, even on the 1 hour time frame, price is actually above the 50 EMA, and it actually closed above our resistance line. So what you need to focus on is if price is above the 50 EMA and it actually closed above your resistance line. The same thing happened on the 1 hour time frame, and it happened on the 15-minute time frame as well. So absolutely, this is definitely a very safe trade to get into. You get in that trade and you get your 5-10 pips, or if you want to get more than 10 pips, you do. But if you set in your take profit, you got to use your zones as your take profit and also as your stop loss. So as we can see, this zone right here was a previous resistance zone, so your take profit would have been right there. And fair enough, if you guys see, before the pullback, before the reversal, price actually touched this same resistance zone before it's trying to come down, as you guys can see. So you would have set your TP here, and if you want to get you more than 10 pips, they'll set your take profit here. You would have made And then you would have made your money. But as for me, when I'm scalping, I'm only looking for 5 to 10 pips. And this is the same strategy that I use. And if you guys look at our awesome oscillator as well, we can clearly see that we have the green bars and price is above the zero line right here, as you guys can see. But we go to the 1 hour time frame and we can clearly see that that's actually the same thing that happened right here. That's exactly the same thing that happened on the 1 hour time frame. So you will definitely know for sure that, oh yes, I'm definitely in a good trade. Now this is definitely a good trade for me to get into. And if you have got into this buy somewhere around here where I have this zone, you would have got in right there, and then your stop loss would have just been right below the 50 EMA. So that's how you have to use it for a buy opportunity and also for a sell opportunity. So guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, once this channel gets to 1,000+ subscribers, I'm gonna have a Telegram Forex signals for you guys where I'm gonna be sending you guys the same trade that I'm getting into. I'll be sending it to you guys, and like I said earlier, it's gonna be free for life. As long as I'm alive, it's absolutely gonna be free. You don't have to pay nothing. This is one of the ways I know I give back, because I remember when I first started trading Forex. I had to figure it out on my own. But then I finally met a mentor from South Africa who showed me a few things. So everybody else wanted to charge me, and I didn't have the money. So I had to learn this on my own. So I'm a self-taught. Nobody taught me all this. I had to figure it out on my own. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys love this video. If you love this video, make sure you guys give me a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button down below, and make sure you turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. So guys, that's it for me, guys. And if you guys have any questions, put it down in the comment section, or follow me on my Instagram. You guys are looking at it right now on the screen. Follow me on my Instagram and send me a message right there, and I'm going to do my very best to reply to all your questions. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys at the top, because the bottom is way, 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 way too crowded. Trust me, you guys definitely don't want to be at the bottom. Been there before. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.